Toy Chat is not a children's channel. This video is intended for adult gift givers and collectors. Hey guys, welcome to Toy Chat. This is Max.
And Sang.
So, Monster High fans have a lot to be excited about right now and or have very strong feelings and opinions they want to share, because we have finally officially gotten our first look at brand new Monster High dolls featuring classic OG characters in 2022. So this is going to be a very informal, impromptu, like podcast style video. If you're new to our channel, hello. This is totally not the ordinary format of our videos, but Sang and I just wanted to jump online and discuss this with you guys and share first impressions because it's super exciting. So we obviously did already know that Monster High was coming back in 2022. We knew that there was going to be a live action made for TV movie produced by Nickelodeon, which recently we have seen some early images of the cast and production of that as well. But today, Thursday, February 17th, Monster High dropped a bomb on us and they revealed the first dolls of this much anticipated comeback, and we are just going to share our first impressions on them. A lot to talk about. So right off the bat, this collection of dolls, it will in total include 5 dolls, but this first set that has been presented to the public is 3 characters. It includes Frankie, Stein, Draculaura, and Clawdeen Wolf. Yes, and it is called the Haunt Couture collection. The pricing is very interesting. So they're going to be sold through Mattel Creations. So this is the first time we've seen any of these characters in new releases since 2018. So it's been a very long time that they've been absent, but, you know, we have obviously since then gotten the Collector dolls, which are very separate, you know, and collaborations with other horror icons and designers and such. But these are the OG Ghouls, and they were designed by Rebecca Shipman in collaboration with Glenda Chu, who I'm less familiar with, but Rebecca Shipman designed all the Collector dolls, you know, and she is really a Monster High veteran, you know, as well. She's designed many classic Monster High dolls. So there's kind of an interesting situation going on with the pricing for these.
Well, yeah, definitely there is an issue with what they're valued at rather than what they're suggested at. But I think we should talk about the dolls. Let's start with the positives first. I feel like we should talk about what we like about them and what we don't. But to begin with, when I didn't know it was supposed to be $5 total, I think they should have just made it 6, because the first 3, if they're going to split it up, I think the first 3 should be these characters, and then the second wave should have been Laguna, Cleo, and Ghoulia. But it looks like they're skipping Ghoulia completely. So the second,
which they've done before.
Yeah, Ghoulia is barely a character to them. But I think, yeah, if you're going to have a second wave, like 2 characters, it seems kind of small. But of the first 3, they're very gorgeous. I think they're very on theme to their style, with more of like a modern twist to them. You know, Draculaura is very gothic Lolita.
So let's start with Frankie, because she is going to be available for pre-order. By the time this video goes up, she might have already dropped and, you know, become available. But she's going to be available tomorrow, which is the 18th, February 18th. We'll get started with our thoughts on her.
Well, I think she's gorgeous. She doesn't quite pop as much as Draculaura, but she's very on theme to her character, where it is like plaid and kind of schoolgirl-esque, but a very like kind of like more edgy look with like the chain, the harness, and like the puff sleeves. So she's really cute. I love the fact that we're actually getting really long hair with her. I can't say any of these guys are lacking in anything.
So what's really cute is Rebecca Shipman, the designer, posted to her IG story that her pull lever heels actually swivels up and down. So you can like move the little metallic lever up and down, which is really adorable. I think Frankie is really nice. It's funny, obviously her earrings are kind of a new spin on her classic earrings, which they recently did a collaboration on Mattel Creations that kind of coincides with this, like a Maisie Willen Monster High collab on Mattel Creations where you can get like human-sized versions of her earrings, which is interesting because they don't match them identically, because the human-sized ones have just like a circular post stud, but Frankie's are actually lightning bolt shaped, which are really cute, but I love that they're metallic. The close-up of her screening, so these definitely do look like the original classic face sculpts as far as we can tell, but these are definitely updated screenings, meaning basically the style of application of the face paint, and the close-up of her face looks stunning. It looks really vibrant and really pops.
Well,
but
so Mattel sent out a couple PR packages to influencers, and they do not look quite as detailed in person. You can definitely tell that there's a bit less detailing on their faces. Her eyebrows are completely different. It's a single bar in the retail version or the actual product version, but like the glam shot of the prototype one has these nice little lines for like the hairs. It looks so different.
We have already gotten our first look at kind of what they look like beyond just promo images, because Maddie Dolls on Instagram received all three from Mattel. I mean, to me, they do still look very nice. I mean, yeah, you have to assume, of course, there's going to be dramatic lighting and boosted saturation and so on and so forth in the promo images. I do still think they look really nice. Obviously, it's a bit of a different effect from the promos for sure. I mean, I'm going to be very curious to see exactly how they hit in person when we see them in person, compared to kind of these perceptions online. The promo images are killer for sure. I mean, they make the dolls look very compelling, but yeah, it's going to be interesting kind of seeing that exact contrast when we see them, and I'm sure you guys will be seeing more of them in the near future because yeah, influencers are receiving them in PR already. So Draculaura, I am obsessed with her. I think overall, she's probably my favorite one. One of my favorite all-time Draculauras was Ghouls Rule Draculaura. And what I really like about these three, and I think really, if we're speaking conceptually, just design-wise, purely from a design perspective, they're pretty much everything I wanted. It's just like a modern, high-fashion spin on the characters and still really maintaining their classic integrity. I love how Draculaura feels so fashionable and cute and on theme, but also not completely like super campy, outdated, like they're trying to design a doll for the early mid 2000s necessarily. Like I feel like these fit pretty much everything I want design wise. And she is wearing a fabric beret, which of course we love to see.
So I feel like out of the three, Clawdeen kind of gets the short end of the stick in terms of like reception. I think she's gorgeous. I was telling Autumn, if you guys remember Autumn, that, the old me who was collecting Monster High would have really loved the look of Draculaura and Frankie, but the newer me who's been collecting integrity toys and adult, dolls, feel like I would vibe better with Clawdeen because she's definitely a bit more risky and more fashionable. So I do love the individual pieces that she comes with, and she's very detailed with all the paint on her shoes and the different types of fabric. And I'm very curious what kind of fabric her shirt is, because it kind of looks kind of iridescent, kind of like sheer. So I'm very curious outside the glam shot if it has this kind of iridescent quality to it. But I do love everything about her. And I know Clawdeen has been, classically this very like neon yellow and green combination. But I think they did a very tasteful job of incorporating those two color palettes into a bit something that's not so jarring, because like the green is very subdued here.
And she has pink in her hair.
It's usually purple, isn't it?
Yeah, it's more pinkish, which I like because I've had in the past mixed feelings on Clawdeen's like hyper neon green, dark purple color palette, but I completely agree with saying I really think Clawdeen's top is a standout. That was one of the first things that grabbed my attention. I really would love a closer look at it. I think it looks gorgeous. You know, a lot of, from the looks of it, high quality fabrics, luxe details, metallic pieces, and yeah, thanks to Maddie Dolls, we got a closer look at the packaging as well, which looks really cute. Yeah, it's these cute little coffins.
Her eyes are so much better than the original Clawdeen's eyes.
Oh, I know, that's
Yeah.
true.
They definitely,
Yeah.
yeah, that's one thing I do appreciate. They did update the screenings to look less like fish-eyed.
Yes, which Laguna will benefit, and Cleo.
Oh,
Cleo will
Cleo.
benefit. Cleo will really benefit from that. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm very excited to see these in person. I think they're gorgeous. Like I said, I think from a design perspective, they're just about everything I would have wanted. I think the price is going to be a tough pill to swallow for a lot of folks, and it has already been very controversial online. Early, a lot of folks were initially saying that they were going to be priced at $80. There was also a Toy Insider article that specifically said they were $80, which Monster High creator Garrett Sander, who is no longer working with Mattel, but he reshared the article. But we have since learned that Frankie is priced at $75. $5 cheaper, but, you know, similar. We're curious what you guys think about the pricing. You know, that's a whole kind of separate conversation. And of course, as we've discussed many times before on this channel, pricing is a tough, nuanced topic, and a lot of, you know, people are going to have different opinions based on what they're comparing it to and what they collect. I do think the price feels steep just from the get-go, but looking at the dolls, they look lovely to me. I'm really excited to see them in person.
Mm-hmm. I think Max brought up a point in our personal conversation about these dolls, that they should have introduced the playline versions of these characters before the collector's version. I understand that, you know, you want to put your best foot forward, but if your best foot forward is at $80 for this, I'm very curious what they're going to be charging for playline in-store prices and what the actual dolls will come with.
We've been hearing that the playline dolls are supposed to cost $25.
Yeah. So, I mean, for $75, $80, you're getting this. What are they're going to be stripping to make these available in stores?
Yeah, it's going to be a tough conversation that I'm sure we will continue, but we're excited and we're going to do our best to purchase all of them. Wish us luck. We don't know how much of a bloodbath it's going to be, and no, that's not a pun. They're going to be extremely popular.
Yeah,
so I hope they're not too limited.
Yeah, I hope they made enough. I hope they gauge what the interest was with this collector dolls and like triple that, quadruple that for these dolls. Because like, yeah, it just leaves a bad taste in collectors' mouths if like you can't not get these dolls. Yeah, especially now that they're not releasing them all together, but individually. Like if you miss out on Frankie, that will dampen collectors who wanted to get them all.
Yeah,
for
sure. Yeah, but let us know your thoughts, and we will definitely stay on top of this. We're going to, like I said, we're going to do our best to purchase them and continue covering them on our channel. I will link our full Monster High playlist in the description below if you want to check out our other videos. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't, and we'll see you next time. Bye.